Hello everybody, this is Source Codex, aka Jazz Fusion Guy, and I thought I would post a info list for the fans of Allan Holdsworth of guitarists I've come across over the decades who have been greatly influenced by Allan and his legato playing and have adopted it as a huge part of their style. The image you're looking here is from a t-shirt I just bought on eBay. It is a tribute t-shirt by a famous artist. His name eludes me right now, but that's not what this video is all about. The music in the background is from a very rare piece of music that came from the late Hugh Ferguson's website. He had a guitar lessons section where he showed you patterns, scales, and so forth, and the music playing is what was called a master jam-along track. I excised the first 7 minutes or so because it was just repetitious chords, swells, bass and drums, and I kept the last part with Hugh Ferguson soloing. So what artists have I come across in my decades of being an Allan Holdsworth fan? Well, as of December 30th, 2021, this is a list that I have compiled, and it's not comprehensive at all. I will include this list in the info below the video. And excuse me if I don't pronounce these names correctly. But a lot of you have heard of the unknown John Clarke, who played with BRUFORD after Holdsworth left. He was on Gradually Going Tornado, and if you're a collector of live material, he is featured on a lot of live material with BRUFORD. A fellow that many will not know is Timo Vuoppola of Finland, and Mikael Katajamki, also of Finland. Timo is still playing. I contacted Mikael through LinkedIn. He is not playing guitar right now. Timo said it's a possibility he might go back to playing, but that's a big if. And covered on my YouTube channel are guitarists like Alex Malala, Nico Stefano, Whoopnash's John Erickson, and we have Mark Guillemot, Achilleas Diamantis, Alex Stornello. He plays more of a heavy, hard-hitting kind of legato. Corrado Rustici of Nova fame. He can also wail like Holdsworth did. Out of Serbia, we have Misa Misevsky. I cover him on my channel. And Jacques LaGreca, I also cover him. Elliot Freedman out of Canada. Really, really good guy. Really nice guy and really excellent as far as playing Holdsworth style of guitar. ASAF SIRKIS, amazing drummer. On some of his releases, there was a fellow by the name of Mike Outram, and he did a pretty good Holdsworth as well. Another fellow out of Germany, I believe, is Bjössi Klutsch, and he was on the amazing and little known under the radar album called Beyond Turbines with Steve Hunt on keyboards. Now everybody has heard of Tony MacAlpine with Planet X, and I mention here he can do legato when he feels like it. Another little known guy is Elewout De Raad. You can Google him up and find out about him. He does a nice job. And of course, Alex MACHACEK, he does a really good job too. Now, let me scroll up here a little bit. Okay, now there is another Holdsworthian guitarist, plays really clean, Tim Miller. But forget trying to get in contact with him and discuss anything with him, because at least for me, he doesn't answer emails, so go figure. Then there is Luca Milieri on the Hypersphere 2017 release. At times, he sounded like Holdsworth. And then we have Joel Grundahl. Again, great legato. And on YouTube, if you search, you have Yoshinori Seki. I've contacted him, trying to get him to respond as far as his Holdsworth style, whether he's going to release any music, and I've heard nothing back. I believe he is out of Japan, not real sure. Now, another under-the-radar guitarist who is just excellent is Pete McCann. He played with the Mahavishnu project. He can do a mean Allan Holdsworth, or John McLaughlin, and at times he sounds like Adam Rogers of Lost Tribe fame. My guess is, if Pete wants to, he can pull off legato. Pete McCann also sounds like Mike Stern at times. And like I said, he can approach Holdsworth sparingly, but this guy can wail on guitar. Now, a fellow many people do not have any idea that even exists is a local boy to where I am, John Wheelis, who was in the group 3 PM out of Raleigh, North Carolina. If you can ever do so, find a copy of 3 PM's Better Late Than Never, and you can hear Wheelis doing some really nice legato. And of course, Bill Connors in the 80s, he adopted the Holdsworthian legato for 3 electric releases. And I feel they're pretty strong. A lot of people criticized him, and even Holdsworth had some things to say like, what is he doing? But anyway, Connors wanted to do what he wanted to do, so I don't slight him for that. Al Garcia, mean guitarist, mean bass player. He's got the Holdsworth thing, as well as Derryl Gabel. Then we've got Eric Woolman. This guy sounds like he's in a well or a tunnel all the time. He's got so much delay and reverb. I cover him on my YouTube channel. And rest in peace, Hugh Ferguson, who we're listening to. I was pretty close to him, and his passing was a real shock. I have contacted the family about any unreleased files, audio of his. You know, I offered to help them get it out on Bandcamp somewhere and have the money go to the family, but that ship is dead in the water. No real response. So be it. And then Adriano Arena, I have covered him as well. He does Allan Holdsworth. Tsutomu Kurihara, I believe he is with LU7. And again, he can handle Holdsworth as well. Very little known under the radar, Walden Reed Jr. Livio Lamonia out of Italy. Again, quite well on the Holdsworth front. Now we've got also the amazing TJ Helmerich, who doesn't really play much as he is an audio engineer now, but he did a mean two-hand tapping when he used to play with Brett Garsett a lot. And then there's Rigel Mitchellina. He's got the Holdsworth vibe at times. Travis Whitmire of the amazing Flash in the Pan group Silent People. Very, very rare recording. I cover that release on my channel. Steve Topping. He is a mixed bag, but boy, he is good. And Holdsworth thought he was a fresh sound and really praised his playing. Several decades ago, the Scott McGill of Hand Farm was playing Holdsworth legato on steroids. He doesn't do that now. Now we have Alex Masai. He does a mean Sean Lane. And I suspect he could pull off legato if he desired. But when he played with MCM and did all those really amazing songs, he just didn't do it. But I'm sure he could. And we have Antti Kodakovsky. Again, mean on the legato. Good friend of mine, Jamie Glasser. This guy has played with Jean-Luc Ponty. He's played with Glass Moon. He has done a lot of guitar work, and I know he could do legato. He told me that Holdsworth really influenced him, but he doesn't play like him. But again, seek out anything that Jamie Glasser played guitar on. You will enjoy it. Now, when Holdsworth played in Heavy Machinery with Jens Johansson, who was keyboardist with Yngwie Malmsteen and all that, I swear when he was trading licks with Holdsworth, it sounded just like Holdsworth. It was really tricky trying to figure that out. And then there's one last guy that doesn't mean Holdsworth. I will just say RH. I'm not going to mention him because he and I are not on the best of terms these days for some ridiculous reason known only in his mind. So there is a list of some of the best guitarists out there doing that Holdsworth sound. I hope that you have discovered some new ones and look them up and find their music. And in the meantime, I'm waiting for my Holdsworth tribute t-shirt to arrive straight from eBay. Just Google it up, Allan Holdsworth tribute t-shirt, or Google up Holdsworth images and you will find it. I don't know, t-shirt plus taxes and shipping, less than 30 bucks. And in my opinion, it's going to be a collector's item one day. So that's about it for now. If I have blatantly forgotten somebody, well, let me know in the comments. And by the way, I recently joined an online Allan Holdsworth group. Tried to put this list up, tried to load these rare legato works by Ferguson there, and the admin at that website was unbelievable. They kept deleting my post, they kept blocking stuff, declining stuff with no good reason. So, man, I blew them off in less than 24 hours. I don't need the hassle. So, that's it for now. And this is wishing you all a happy new year. Happy 2022 from Source Codex. And we will fade out with Hugh Ferguson. God bless him.